Hey everyone, Suzi here, and today we're playing Watcher of Realms. For this video, we have the dev interview, where I was also joined with Fastidious, Destined, and Prospector. I'm going to have the entire interview for this video, everything that I could edit down and show, and I'm going to have chapters for everything. So buckle up and enjoy this. A little bit of visuals, and also, I guess, more podcast style.
Hi guys, this is Rin. I'm a combat designer of the dev team here, and I have talked to some of you before in the dev interview before, and welcome back. And it's very excited to have this second anniversary versions of dev interview again with you guys. First of all, a huge thank you for all your support and attention to our game. We also really appreciate all the suggestions and questions you have been posting in the community. We have seen them all, and they have given us many valuable ideas. Today, we have prepared a lot of exciting content to share with you guys. The session's core theme is less grinding, more thrills. And so those are basically two major parts. And first of all, we've been thinking hard about how to optimize those repetitive, mechanical, and time-consuming aspects of your daily experience so you can focus more of your energy on the fun, fresh, and meaningful content we have been prepared. And secondly, we are also working on more content that ever before, like the real-time co-op boss, a new Titan boss, and a brand new campaign. Not to mention new teams, new factions, and loads of new heroes and skins. All this and more we'll be walking you through shortly. So in today's dev interview, we'll be looking at what's coming, from reducing grinding to adding fresh new contents. We are covering all the exciting changes ahead. First, let's start with the less grinding part, which means optimizing the current experience. Currently, organizing and forging gear and artifacts can be a bit tedious, often requiring players to jump back and forth between multiple screens and multiple interfaces. The experience just isn't smooth enough. So we have been planning to optimize the gear and artifact management system. First of all, we'll integrate all the great gear-related menus. When you are organizing gear, swapping gear between heroes, or forging gears, you won't need to switch between different screens or interfaces anymore. Secondly, we are adding a batch management feature for gear and artifacts. Players will be able to filter in detail, batch enhance, lock or /unlock, and preview all the gears, artifacts, and equipped heroes in one place, making it much easier to organize everything as needed, all in one place. At this time, we plan to increase the amount you can forge at once, and the artifact system will get quality of life features like one-tap upgrades. We hope that once those updates go live, they'll really save your time and reduce the hassle. Next are a few smaller but very practical load reduction improvements. First is the sweep system. We are considering adding a sweep mechanic. By playing the daily content, you'll earn a certain number of sweep tickets, which can be used to instantly clear certain repeatable stages and ease your daily grind. Secondly, is to optimize the Dwarven Association's low-star hero purchasing process. We have heard your feedback that buying low-star heroes feels a bit too tedious and wastes time. We have been planning to add a quick refresh and quick purchase functions to make the process much smoother. Finally, we are working on improving to the backup storage for heroes. For the temporary hero storage in the summon system, we are evaluating solutions like adding a one-tap sell function so you can quickly manage what's inside. We hope these practical experience patches can be truly helpful for you to save your time, reduce repetitive actions, and make the overall game experience more smoothly. Next, let's take a look at some iterations and improvements to existing core gameplay. First up, updates to the Jam and trial Keystone systems. We have seen a lot of feedback from players saying that Jam and Keystones are hard to get, so we are planning to expand their sources to more systems. Things like weekly quests, Titanic Runes, Drake's Chasm, and various other events. later, gear dungeons and the artifact material raid will also start dropping trial keystones. We hope this will allow more players to fully enjoy the gem system. In addition, we are planning to add more types of gems in the second half of the year to make this feature even more diverse and more interesting combinations. Please look forward to it. Secondly, the exclusive gear and artifact development plan that many of you have been anticipating. In the second half of the year, we plan to create exclusive gear and artifacts for more heroes until the majority of heroes have their own exclusives. The ultimate goal is to for the majority of heroes to have those exclusives. And we want exclusive gear and exclusive artifacts to bring new changes to the existing heroes. So we'll be observing the usage of different heroes and designing exclusives that have unique effects and fit them. We have already planned to give heroes like Elddr, Gan, and Eunomia, who aren't particularly strong right now at the moment, but have their unique mechanics, their chance to shine again in different battle scenarios, while making their gameplay unique and more fun. So that's all for the last grinding part. Do you guys have any questions or things you'd like to cover about this part that we just discussed? Or any questions or any thoughts? It's okay.
It looks great. I love quality of life. It's probably more important than content sometimes, honestly. For our sanity.
I was wondering about the gem and trial keystones. Are there any plans to reduce the time in the keystones specifically?
So basically, we'll in the future we'll have some automated feature that can be used for the trial keystone game mode, the Malrik game mode. So there will be some autoplay feature in the future, and also we'll be thinking of the keystone requirement. There will be some sort of a quickened feature or feature to make the whole process a lot faster.
Okay, perfect.
When you say auto, does that mean if you've beaten a specific keystone of a specific rarity with a specific, RNG instance at a specific level, then you can auto it? Or is it more broad than that? Because, 1 gold 3 looks different than the next and the next and the next, right?
Yeah, at this stage, I think it's not being determined yet.
Okay.
So it could be multiple mechanics combined.
I got a question about the sweep tickets you talked about. Is that something you're going to earn through the game, through normal gameplay? Is that something to be purchased in the shop or in a Smile 1 bundle? How will that be made available?
There will be multiple ways to earn them. So all the methods you have mentioned, like tickets, like purchasing from shops or dropping from all the game modes.
The next question, you talked about like optimizing, selling, and organizing extra 3 and 4 star heroes. Have you given any thought to making it more worth your while to pull duplicate epics? Because people like the 4 of us that have been playing the game 2 years or more. I mean, Suzi and I were here on this exact call a year ago, right? Like, if you've been playing the game for that long, you have every epic in the game A5 and have had it that way for a while. You have so many purple tokens, right? And it gets to the point, you can watch any of our streams probably where we're chanting for ourselves and viewers that we want to pull rares, because that means we're getting diamonds.
Yeah.
Whereas the epics are a huge loss. You've done a great job expanding the Epic Awakening shop, but it's still not enough. Have you thought about maybe you could sell an epic for 50 diamonds or something like that? Because where it stands now, pulling the rarer rarity, which is epics, is far worse for the normal developed account than pulling a rare.
To be honest, I'm running out of epic coins now.
Really?
Oh, really?
Yes, the demon soldiers have been eating up coins.
Yeah.
Yes.
I buy them all.
I mean, like...
Yeah, epics, I swear I still have like 20,000 and I buy everything. I don't know.
One of my accounts is 100,000, and let's just say it's gone down to 80,000 in like a month or 2.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, guys.
Yeah, it'll probably catch up.
Yeah, I think many of the devs team also feel the same situation. And about that, we are planning to add more purchasing options from the dwarves shops with the epics token. Yeah, that's as much as we can share at the moment.
You mentioned that there's going to be more ways to get keystones, and there's going to be new kinds of gems. I know when you introduced it, you were like, this is the mossy crystal, but there's going to be other types that bring you to different maps. Is that something you have planned soon or down the line? People ask me about that a lot. So right now, the only keystones available to us are to enter the Black Sewer. That's the only instance of Malrik. But you had mentioned in the future, you talked about new kinds of gems. Will those will those be earned in new instances? So it's a different one of the illusions in the halls. You know what I'm saying? So it's a different map, a different content.
Anybody here having a hard time getting their keystones done?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, that's why I've done
I
like
am
2.
so bad at
I
it
think
right
I've
now.
done.
I'm so stuck. It's full.
I allegedly have to ask for help on the smaller ones.
Fair. Yeah, I had someone help me with some level ones. I got up to 50. I got it down to 15, and it's at like 45 again now. And I've been slowly.
Literally me too. Exactly.
Yeah, auto clear low levels would be great if it's just like you just get it if your account is a certain BP.
That will be introducing a new map, a new instance for the Malrik game mode soon. And so about the new gems, some of them will be dropped from with the new instance. Some of them can be dropped in the old Black Sewer instance.
Okay.
So basically, those 2 instances will have different drop amounts of the different types of gems, but basically all the gem types can be dropped in either instance.
You said until the majority of heroes have exclusive gear and exclusive artifacts, you'll keep adding them. I'm pretty sure, at least for artifacts, the majority of heroes already do. I think we have like something like 60 legendaries now with exclusive artifacts. I could go back and count, but it's certainly over 50, so maybe it's half. When you say majority, is the ultimate goal that everyone will have one?
Yeah, sort of like that, because we're also adding more new heroes as we go.
Okay, and then the very last one, you mentioned Elddr, Gone, Eunomia will get new mechanics through gear and artifacts. You have the picture there. I know in a dev Q&A about a month ago, maybe 6 weeks ago, you mentioned Elddr was going to get a buff. Is this the buff, or is he also going to get a buff and he's going to get cool new gear and artifacts?
He's getting both.
Sweet.
Yeah, not just the skill mechanics improvement itself, and also some improvements through the exclusive artifact. Let's go on with the presentation. So the second large part is the more throws, which is basically the new contents. We just talked about how we help you. We are helping you save more time and reduce the grinding. Now let's move on to the next focus: how to make the game even more fun and more exciting. This takes us to the second major section, which is all about the brand new contents, and contents are not final. It's WIP, right? And the actual implication will due to changes at launch, of course. So first, we'd like to share 2 key gameplay update plans. One of them is Malrik's Hall of Illusion, and the other is the new boss event raid, Grimmscale Invasion. So the Malrik's Hall of Illusion will continue adding more unique monsters and new trait variations. At the same time, we'll be introducing lots of fun random events to make each run feel very different when you use a keystone. We'll also be adding durability to the keystones and auto battle options to reduce the overall grind. Many of you have already experienced Grimmscale Invasion. We want as many players as possible to have access to this kind of content, similar to Guild Boss Abyss 1, while also giving hardcore players a benchmark to strive for. We'll continue optimizing its mechanics and presentation to ensure players at every stage can have a great experience. In the future, we are also evaluating the possibility of turning this feature from a very limited time event into a permanent mode, designed to be the ultimate test for single target physical and magical DPS. Next, I'd like to share our plans and direction for GVG, which is the Guild Wars. We've noticed that there's a group of players who really enjoy Guild War and actively participate, but the mode does have a certain entry barrier for some players. So in the second half of this year, we'll be optimizing GVG to widen the circle, which means to lower the difficulty of participation so that more players can join in. First, we are considering introducing a 2-tier league system. High-tier guilds will follow the current rules and rotate maps each season, while a new league will be added for lower-tier guilds. This lower-tier league will use a basic fixed map that doesn't change between seasons, At the end of each season, guilds will be promoted or demoted between the two tiers. Rewards for the higher tier league will also be slightly increased. Second, we'll be adding bot strongholds. For players who don't have much time or aren't very familiar with this mode, they'll be able to attack bots in the strongholds. Attacking bots will get lower rewards and contribute less HP damage than attacking real players for your guild. But it will make participation more accessible for everyone. Third, we'll be introducing a system-recommended Demon Soldier attack plan for lower tier players, similar to the current attack code feature. If you have the required Demon Soldiers, you can apply the recommended setup with a single tap and even auto battle. Those plans will only be available for lower tier maps and are designed to help players who are new to GVG or aren't confident in the team building system. Fourth, we'll be upgrading Guild War Challenge task rewards. We know rewards for active GVG players are currently lacking. So beyond the mystery demon chests added with the Demon Soldier faction system, we'll further enhance rewards by adding a new series of challenge tasks. Overall, we want GVG to be more than just battles between top players. We want it to become a mode that more players can participate in, growing over time and truly enjoy. We would like to talk about experience optimizations for our core players, focusing on deeper refinement of the Demon Soldier system. First, let's go over the Demon Soldier factions. We'll continue to deepen the gameplay around Demon Soldier factions. Besides expanding the existing Firstborn and Chaos faction, we'll also be introducing a brand new faction. It's called a Blastburn Creature. From now on, every season will feature new Demon Soldiers from different factions. The Blastburn Creature faction will focus on high survivability. Along with lifesteal, they will provide effects like damage reduction for allies and attack debuffs for enemies, helping other Demon Soldiers survive longer. The first Blastburn Creature Demon Soldier, the Batwings Banshee, has already debuted as the seasonal Demon Soldier for S9. Second, let's address the balance issue that many players have talked about. We take the issue of some Demon Soldiers being too strong very seriously. Internally, we are improving our balance testing process by developing balance testing tools and forming an expert review group. Regarding the balance between offense and defense, we'd also like to share our design philosophy. We are keeping Demon Soldiers slightly stronger than heroes. Otherwise, attacking can feel too frustrating and require excessive trial and error, which creates too much pressure for players. We want attacking to feel simple and satisfying while still maintaining some strategic depth. That was the original intention behind the Demon Soldiers design. Of course, as more Demon Soldiers join in, defending will become tougher. We'll also be making hero side adjustments to avoid breaking the balance between attack and defense. Third, we'll be optimizing and expanding the training stages and demonic crusades. We are also planning new territory-based gameplay related to Demon Soldiers that you'll see in the future. Finally, we'll be improving some small details like the experience in the sandbox and matchmaking. These are already part of our optimization plans for the second half of the year, and we'll welcome your continuous feedback, as always.
This is going to be the part where I have a lot of questions. Number one, for Grimmscale Invasion, are there any plans to buff the rewards? Because once you get to a certain point, which is achievable for like 5 people, you get some really bad rewards. Are there any plans to adjust that at all? But the rewards are bad. You know those like really basic artifact upgrade things, the purple ones that are like really terrible and everyone has 300 of them? When you get to 800 million, that is the reward you're greeted with. You get 5 rounds.
Not the advanced one, the baby one?
No, the baby ones.
So about the question, yes, there will be some adjustments, improvements on the rewards, especially for players who aren't particularly high in the rankings.
And as well for people who are hitting high scores?
Yeah,
so,
sure.
Okay.
You said there's going to be each season some new like Demon Soldiers, and then you mentioned factions. Just for clarification, is it a new faction every season, or they're slowly rolling?
New Demon Soldiers every season, and the faction is not every season. It's
Got it. Okay.
From...
So factions will be every few seasons, maybe something like that.
So I guess I'm curious, to know how high in leaderboard you have to be as a guild to get into that top tier group in the GVG?
So about that, it's not final yet. We are still doing some theory crafting, but the estimate would be 20% to 30% of the leagues,
Okay.
the guilds will be on the top tier. Yeah.
So I wanted to ask a couple things about the matchmaking as well. I was wondering if there would be any changes with the new system, maybe going a bit further to prevent guilds from fighting each other over and over again every season. I know certain guilds are fighting each other 3 to 5 times a season, and it's every season. Are there any plans to address that?
So regarding your question, we are making some adjustments on the matchmaking system to addressing several problems. One of them is the one you mentioned, to reducing the chances that certain top guilds facing each other again and again. And we'll also be making some adjustments on to make the matchmaking system feels better for the majority of players. So it will be one of the adjustments we'll be making. Yeah.
Okay.
Can I do a follow-up on that question Destin asked? Are you gonna... The reason I stopped liking GVG is because it felt like it all kind of came down to the last matchup of the season, at least for the level my guild's in. And it's like you can so easily be paired against a scrub because you lost your second to last match and then we get Overlord. Or we win our second to last match and then we fight someone that should be finishing in the top 15 or 20 and we get wiped. So it just felt like we put in a whole huge effort the whole season just for it to come down to one match that was dictated by the success of the previous match. And it made it feel like everything up to that point was fairly inconsequential. Is that something you've looked into?
Fastidious, that's something we have not been discussed before. So if you want, you can send us some details regarding these questions after this interview session, and we'll definitely be looking into it. Okay.
Okay. I'll have my guild leader talks about this all the time, so I'll have him write up a thing and I'll send it to him.
I will also send something because
Cool.
that is a pretty big thing.
Yeah.
I also wanted to ask, this is kind of only going to affect like a handful of people, and it doesn't matter, but it's something I'm curious about. Will there be any changes regarding existing GVG points? For example, the number 1 guild, if they were to lose 20 times, would still be number 1. Is there anything that's going to be changed about that going forward?
So Destin, regarding that question, you can send some details, maybe your suggestions about what can be done to us, and we'll be looking into it. All right?
I'm actually a little more curious about different game modes involving demon soldiers besides just GVG, because I think a lot of people really enjoy some of those like little challenge maps that they do with their demon soldiers, and kind of motivate them to invest in those demon soldiers as well, so that they in turn are interested in GVG. So they'll have a reason to farm these demon soldiers. But I guess I'm curious, is there any plans for any other content revolving around demon soldiers besides just GVG?
Yeah, we have mentioned there will be some sort of optimization and expanding to the training stages and the demonic crusades, which is practically a PvE version of the GVG using your demon soldiers. So we do have some plans to expand them, but that's a little bit in the further future. I guess to add on that question, so we'll also be considering adding some new game modes, perhaps for this, but it will be not too heavy to overwhelm the original hero-based game modes.
Maybe consider temporary events with demon soldiers, like when there's a special seasonal-based thing, make a special demon soldier map too, instead of permanent content.
Perhaps. Perhaps. We'll be thinking about it.
It's a good idea. I think I just want to ask about the mystery demon soldier chest in the gear dungeon shop. I know that's popping up randomly, and I know a lot of users have gotten that, and I'm wondering if there is any plans to have that mystery demon soldier chest actually there permanently, like every time that resets every month.
Particular question, can you send us some details that you can provide, and we'll be looking into it after the interview, okay?
Okay.
In the presentation, you mentioned that there would be steps and kind of a group to evaluate balance of new demon soldiers and stuff along those lines. I was wondering if we could have a little bit more insight on how that would look, like what steps are going to be taken to make sure that that happens, because it's balance is pretty important for GVG right now. Because it's like the Chaos Shamans came out and were the strongest demon soldier ever, and then they got nerfed, which was good. And now there's another demon soldier that's just as strong as the Chaos Shamans that is once again messing everything up.
Is it
So-
the eater guy?
Yes, we've been calling him Kirby, or something.
That's a good
Something I
one.
probably can't say here.
Okay, guys, we're back. About this question, so there will be more details to be discussed, and about what we can share at this moment is that we are also planning to include some of the KOCs to join our review group. You guys can provide your opinions and your assessments to certain demon soldiers, and we'll try to build this together to make our GVG balance better.
Hell
Let's
yeah.
move on to introducing some brand new gameplay. First is a new Titan boss, expected to go live in first quarter of this year. This boss will be completely independent from the previous Titans. We have designed a new arm mechanic that adds entirely new challenges, unlike the current bosses, which focus mostly on single target mechanics and single target tests. This boss will test players' understanding of shield mechanics and AoE damage output. You will need brand new strategies to survive and maximize your damage. Second is the minigame mode that many of you have already tried. It's separate from the progression system, a more casual, fast-paced hack and slash tower defense style play. Its focuses purely on your roguelike team building strategy and seeing how high you can climb. If you have played it, you probably felt how addictive and quick the pace is. The mode will continue to receive updates and optimizations to make it even more fun. The third is a new map mode for the Void Rift. After being dormant for a while, Void Rift will restart its update plan in the second half of the year, expected to launch between October and November. Based on the original experience, we are adding new modes that bring more variety and exploration. For example, more route options for players to choose from. The next is a brand new campaign mode. We plan to launch a new seasonal campaign mode, expected to go live in 2026. In this mode, players will start from scratch, using a limited roster and progression to relive the game's classic contents. Since this mode won't be gated by stats, heroes like Rex, who were early game staples but have now become storage keepers, will have a chance to shine again and bring players a fresh experience. Next, yes, we are working on an open world exploration mode. We are planning to develop a much bolder open world exploration experience, scheduled to meet players in the next year. In this world, players won't just be exploring small event maps. They'll actually step into the land of Kaya with more interactions and activities and truly experience its vastness and its wonder. Lastly, the real-time co-op boss. This mode is based on player feedback and extensive research, especially from our overseas players. We found that many players really enjoy PvE modes, especially real-time PvE. To meet those expectations, we have prioritized the development of the real-time co-op boss and are pushing it forward with high priority. This PvE mode focuses on real-time multiplayer participation. Players will cooperate on the same screen and in the same instance to face powerful bosses, tackling various challenges together. We expect it to need 3 or more players, more than the United Front mode. In battle, players will need to split roles and handle different tasks while working together to handle a powerful boss mechanics. The more coordinated your team is, the faster and easier your win. We'll also make sure that players who prefer solo play or struggle to find a teammate will still have a good boss fight experience through downward compatible options. The real-time co-op boss is already in demo pre-development and is expected to launch by the end of this year. That's all for the new gameplay we want to share. We hope you are excited about those upcoming features, whether it's the new Titan boss, open world exploration, or the real-time co-op boss. We are pushing for richer, more immersive experiences in every aspects. We hope you enjoy them. So about this part, we just covered. Any other questions?
You mentioned a quarter with the new Titanic Ruins boss, but I didn't hear it. You said Q something. When do you think that's coming?
Q4.
Q4, awesome. Yeah, that I love Semro. So this is going to be like not Semro. It's like in Titanic Ruins, but it's a different robot, basically.
We haven't really we haven't really decided whether it's a new name or not, but
Okay.
practically the same boss with different mechanics.
Okay. Is it going to be the same like archetype or structure that like I see this purple flower hand, this yellow flower hand? Is it going to be like 3 phases that we cycle through like we're used to or something like that?
It's gonna be just one phase.
One
Just-
phase? Okay.
One phase, but more deeper mechanics. Yeah.
Like you're cycling within one phase and that's the color change or something?
No, it's actually there will be 2 bosses for this.
Oh,
2 versions of this boss. One of them is
I see.
that you deal with magic DPS. The other one you deal with the physical DPS, just like what we have introduced in the
Sariam.
Dragon. Yeah.
Is that within one fight you're facing the 2 versions of the boss, or is it like 1 week is this, 1 week's another kind of thing?
It's 2 bosses.
In one fight?
In two fights. Let me quickly check with my colleague. So basically, you have to prepare 20 person roster for those 2 bosses. It's also to be played weekly. So basically, for this week, you can get as high as you can do to on both of those bosses. You have to prepare a 10-man magic team for one of the bosses and 10-man physical team for the other bosses. So the roster you have used in one of the bosses cannot be used again in the other boss.
New Void Rift, that's great. On top of new content and new routes and stuff you mentioned, will there also be like a new difficulty? Because I know Void Rift was amazing when it came out. Like I used to stream it every single week, but at this point, it's incredibly easy content for developed accounts. Will there be like an Ultra Nightmare or like Abyss mode or something?
So for the Void Rift, we'll have new content as well as new difficulty. So both
Amazing.
Okay, I was gonna ask, what are the rewards planned for the new Titan boss? Are there like Soulstones? Are there new drops?
Okay, just a moment.
He says Soulstones, huh?
It probably won't be, but I'm curious what they add because they have to add something good for it to be interesting.
I could do a guaranteed Soulstone each week.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
And why not
I mean-
every day?
Jokes aside, if you could get like 3 frags a week, I think that'd be pretty sweet. I don't think that'd
Ooh,
be so.
Yeah,
would
it
be
would.
solid. Or maybe like gems could drop or something. I don't know.
About the rewards on the new Titan, so we are still been discussing about it. So there will be something new, but it's not final. Yeah.
Okay. I wanted to ask for the Void Rift, will it be like an Epilogue 2, or is it going to be its own new thing? Because currently there's Epilogue 1, but is the new Void Rift going to be its own new thing? Is it going to be an extension of that?
I think you're probably also asking, is it like single time content like Epilogue, or is it weekly content
Yeah.
like the other? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, is it like you said, Ultra Nightmare, or is it Epilogue 2?
Yeah, there will be new content for both the new epilogue
And normal.
as well.
Okay.
There will be new routes, new difficulty, and there will be epilogue too.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
all 3.
All
Good to
3.
go.
I like it.
Now let's move on to the topic that many of you care deeply about: heroes. In the 2nd anniversary, we introduced a brand new class, Tactician, aimed at bringing a new dimension to in-battle strategies. Tacticians typically have the ability to freely move within a certain range using their ultimate skill, allowing them to quickly support different fronts or even rescue an ally in a critical condition at the very last second. When combined with each hero's unique mechanics, this class can unlock completely new playstyles. from more tactician heroes with different roles will be introduced in the near future. So please look forward to them. We know many players are curious about the future plans for heroes. Well, we cannot reveal all the details just yet. We can say that near the end of this year, we'll release a wave of buffs and new heroes centered around the North Throne faction. At that time, the North Throne will become a much more important faction. And looking further ahead, next year we are also planning to release an entirely new faction and a new team, which we hope will continue to bring fresh and exciting experiences for the players. In addition, we'll be significantly enhancing the overall world building and the story of the game. Character relationships and backstories will be richer and more complete, with storylines and bonds expanding around faction narratives, such as the story between the Supreme Arbiters and the Chaos Dominion, why they hate each other. For players who enjoy learning more and the heroes and the lore, this is definitely something to look forward to. And of course, when talking about the future of heroes, we cannot forget new heroes. Here are some of the upcoming new faces.
Interesting.
So it's sort of a Oriental themed hero.
Ooh, I love it.
This one will be released very soon.
She's beautiful.
And those are some concept arts.
Davy Jones.
Another pirate captain.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah, the dwarf.
Ooh, I like Dupes.
Yeah, that looks nice.
One of them is more Nordic heroes, and the other
On
one,
you.
if you are familiar with, yeah, exactly.
Ah, love it.
And now we can introduce a hero we are particularly excited about, the Bone Punter. Please note that the name and artwork are not final and due to changes at launch. So this character is inspired by the artistic vision of Picasso, combined with the dark aura of a necromancer. So the concept is based blending of the art and madness. In his backstory, he paints with the ashes of the dead in pursuit of his version of true art. One day, his abstract painting tore open reality, and monsters from the canvas burst into the gallery, devouring the audience. Since then, he has continued to use death as his medium, striving to complete his own eternal masterpiece. We also have, during the creation of the hero, we have put a lot of thought into the visual design. And like his action paintbrush is embedded with the finger bones of his loved ones, and he paints using fragments of souls. And his collage robe is sewn from burial shrouds, patterned with deconstructed human faces. Through the hero, the Bone Painter, we wanted to express the blend of darkness and art, the feels of art. He's a wild, independent character full of imagination and creativity. And we are very confident that once this hero goes live, his abilities and his design will leave a lasting impression. And next will be some new skins that will be releasing in the future. You guys can take a wild guess which heroes these skins belong to. This one is pretty
too.
Ooh,
Is it?
Magda.
Very cool.
Everyone I think of already has a skin. There's a character.
I don't know who that is.
I don't know.
Is it Lubu?
It looks like Lubu, but it can't be Lubu. He
Yeah,
just
Lubu
got us.
just
I
here.
got
just
his
got one.
Yeah, it's also one of the newer released heroes.
Yeah.
Yes, you guys will see it very soon.
Oh, so not released yet.
Ooh.
It's not released yet.
Oh wow, I
It will
love
be
her.
released very
That's so
soon.
fun.
Oh, it's the person that was shown. Okay.
Is that Oh,
Is that
that's
Yuri?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah, I was
gorgeous.
saying, is that Yuri?
If that's
so
a Yuri skin, you're gonna
cool.
make some money.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Yeah,
People
that's
are
a
gonna
good
love
one.
that.
I'm buying that.
Take my money.
Yeah.
Lady Ace.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome though. Look, it's awesome looking.
Wow. The art's amazing.
The only question I had is, I know there were plans for the Lady A skin to be distributed a certain way. Are there any changes to those plans? Is it still kind of rocky with how that's going to be formatted? Because I know it was like first 300, and it's just like, what does that mean?
People get sad about exclusive skins being special rewards, but it is one of the best ways that a company can give
Well-
special things for high-end stuff without like disrupting the balance, technically.
Well,
Yeah, get that
they
pay to win
also
stuff
they
going.
also said you could buy it with Apex coins, so it's
Hmm.
just like
Oh.
free for the people.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's like a privilege for being one of the first people to get
But you
her
don't have
to
to
get the
buy
free
it.
skin
Okay,
voucher.
that'd be
I
nice.
Probably
had
the skins would be like 20,000.
idea.
So.
I had the idea that it would be better to give an exclusive variant of it for free.
Yeah,
for
Yeah.
for sure.
everyone who
Like a
has
shiny.
her now.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone who
It's-
has her now gets like a different color, and they can
Well,
still get
okay,
this
if
one if they
that's
want
the
to buy
case,
it,
then
you
they
know?
should tell us so we can all grind
Yeah.
for a month or two.
Exactly.
We should.
A
Have
month or two.
motivation.
Give me another 6, I think.
Yeah, me too.
If I actually did it, I'm close.
What we have promised is still we will maintain the promise, right? So and also there will be for the other players there will be ways to purchase in the Apex shop.
Oh yeah, I had a question about the tacticians. Are we gonna get an epic tactician hero, or is that gonna be a very exclusive legendary thing?
For the near future, there will be more legendary tacticians, and in the longer, of course, we'll be considering adding some epic tactician.
Yeah. Okay. On the topic of tacticians, I got 2 quick questions. One, a lot of people ask me, will they always be on horses or could they be mounting something else? A lot of viewers ask me that. And then, are you happy with how this is rolled out? Because I think Morden is incredibly strong. Valara is stupidly strong. However, Morden, yes, some people are using him in creative ways, but a lot of the Valara stuff outside of maybe like Malrik, people are just kind of going boom, and it doesn't feel as tactician-y. Are you seeing that as you analyze use cases that are happening now on live servers, or is this what you anticipated, or is future content going to shift that, stuff like that?
All right. So for your first question is the simple question is whether or not all the tacticians will be riding horses, right?
Yeah.
So
That's the easy question.
yeah, for the first 3 tacticians are all riding horses, but for the following ones there will be more variety, and some of them will not be riding anything.
Okay.
Yeah, and some of them will riding something else. Yeah. That's for the first question. And for the second question, yeah. So basically, we're basically happy for how the tacticians have rolled out during the second anniversary. But of course, we have noticed some problems. That, for example, how Morden worked in the Malrik is a little bit different than what we intended. That maybe we want it works more strategically rather than just put it on the battleground and pop the alt and boom, it will delete everything. Yeah. But
Okay.
we also want some diversity from tacticians. So some of them will have more like what you described with Morden. He will have more DPS input, DPS output with just the alt, and some of them will be more based on the player's choice and based on the player's strategic choices. That when you move to certain different places, some of your decisions will yield a better results. Some of them will be less ideal. So we also want to, with the future tacticians, we want to focus more on this part.
Okay.
And you will definitely see more varieties.
You said new faction and new team. What do you mean by team? Or are you just implying that new teams will be created from the new faction?
Oh, the new team is in comparison with what we have introduced, like the poison team and the summon team. So this
Oh.
Like a new
basically,
a new comp style,
comes out.
like new team comp style or
Yeah, the new team.
Cool.
Okay, cool. That's very nice. Like the summoner team, the poisoner team. I get it. I got one selfish question. With new skins, you can't gift them until they're on their rerun. Is that something you would think about changing for the future?
All right,
Very,
just a moment.
very specific, very selfish question.
I don't think I've even looked at the gift feature a single time.
I've done it as a
I-
giveaway
I've
to
been
people. And it'd be nice if we could give away the current skin. Like, let me buy my viewers a skin that's current. Why not? Right?
Yeah, for that, we'll be considering to make the adjustments so that you can just gift the new skin
Cool.
to any customer.
Can I expand on that with a kind of dumb question? Are there any plans to add a gifting option for bundles?
Right. So that's a very interesting thought, and we'll be discussing it internally, and we'll let you guys know soon. Okay?
Yeah.
See, it wasn't a dumb question. I feel vindicated.
That's a fun question. Two very fast ones. First one, maybe you can't tell us. The Bone Painter, is he going to be part of the new faction, or is he a summoner, or like a cultist, or what? Can you share that?
For now, it's not being decided yet, but you guys can use your imagination, right?
Yeah, sure.
It's gonna
Yep.
it's gonna be one of the more important heroes.
Yeah. People ask me all the time about the Zealatu skin and the Cetrum skin, because for newer players, those are the two inaccessible ones. Will those remain like legacy? They were only available from those ultimate leaderboards.
Okay, sorry. The first one is Zealatu. The second one, who is the second one? You
Zealatu
mentioned?
was Halloween
Cetrum.
23, and Cetrum was Christmas, and they were. I think it's the only
Oh.
time. Yeah.
Okay. So basically, what we were saying is those two skins were not obtainable for new players, right?
Yeah, they were only attainable for getting like top 50 in a summoning Oracle trial, like global leaderboard. And people have asked if they'll ever come back. So just that's what I was wondering.
Small.
The free skin, I remember that.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah.
How many
Yeah.
people do you guys know who have those, by the way?
I know people from the Asia server who have them, because I remember the Cetrum one. Like, sorry.
So for those two skins, there are plans to be rerun through the shop, a skin shop.
Wow. Okay, that is not what I was expecting. Cool.
Okay.
If they are planned to be rerun, are there any plans to change them before? Because they were pretty exclusive and expensive. So are there any plans to like release one with a different coloring to remain the originals with their exclusivity?
I feel like you gotta keep some things exclusive, or what's the point of being like special? It doesn't feel special, but
I'm kind of going off of like what Fortnite does. You know, like those legacy old expensive skins or like
Yeah.
sought after skins have a different variation given.
Even
to
if
ones
it's
who have the
one little
originals.
thing, right? Like the
Yeah.
pumpkin
Yeah.
smiling different on Zealatu. Yeah.
So that's a very good point. We'll be thinking about it. We're considering it. Okay.
Okay.
All right. I have two last things. I'm sorry. Boreas. Boreas means of the north in Greek, and yet he's not in the North Throne. You're putting a new emphasis on the North Throne. Is it possible you'd consider making Boreas have dual faction membership like you just did with not just an Esotericist, but now also North Throne?
Yeah. We'll be considering about it. So for
Okay.
now, he's not in the in the core North Throne faction, the new North Throne faction we are building by the end of the year. But if we feel there is a need for such AOE mage for that faction,
Okay.
especially for the environment we have been preparing it to deal with, then maybe we will consider adding him into it. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's
All right.
something we'll be thinking about.
It would mean a lot to all of us if you follow through, if you do it.
Okay.
All of us. Yep.
All of us. Team Boreas. The last thing,
Embrace.
this is the hardest question. Leaks are still happening constantly with new heroes, and we get asked about them all the time. People DM me basically every day. I think like someone like Destined, right, was in a tough position. Now he doesn't do it, and now just other people do it, and it's very annoying. Is there anything being done about that? And also, I know the new Arbiter guy was announced on the Chinese Twitter or Facebook just a couple days ago. Mango had a video on it. So that's not even a leak. That was like
It's
shared by you
public,
guys, but
yeah.
it just feels like inconsistent inflow of
Mhm.
information, and it puts us in a difficult spot because we want to toe the company line, but also, I mean, Shadow's out there leaking constantly and it's all over Discord, right? It's like, what are we supposed to do?
So regarding the question, first of all, we'll be doing some procedures to make sure those leaks are being limited to the most degree that we can assure. Then second of all, for the propaganda schedule, we'll make sure to the propaganda schedule with both sides, the overseas side and the Chinese side, to be more aligned with each other in the future patches. Now we'll be moving into the Q&A section. We have collected some questions in advance for you to answer here today. Some of the questions you have asked will be answered in our weekly Dev Insight, so please stay tuned for that. So firstly, these questions in this slides are all related to future update plans for existing game content. So let's go through them one by one. So the expansion of the Void Rift epilogue and the new map of Void Rift we mentioned earlier are both in the works, and the new faction trial stages are also planned. And we are planning to release new stages for 2 or 3 factions within this year. United Front will continue to be released as a monthly recurring event update, with adjustments to stages or modifiers each cycle to ensure players always have fresh and varied experiences. Demonic Crusade will begin its update plan in the second half of the year. Please stay tuned to official community announcements for the exact release timing. For the Gear Dungeon, new floors for Dungeon 1 and 2 are already being planned, and we are also planning the brand new content for Gear Dungeon 3. Additionally, we are planning to increase rewards for the Gear Dungeon and remove stamina costs for it. Regarding new gear slots, there are no plans at the moment. Our focus will be on future refining Malrik's Hall of Illusion and the Gem system, as well as continuing to expand the coverage of exclusive gear and artifacts. And the Battle Replay feature for Arena is currently in development and is expected to go live around September this year. The question is, are there plans to buff some of the more useless heroes and lords? There are many legendaries that aren't good anywhere that really need some love, especially lords like Elddr. If so, who is on the list to be buffed? The answer is we've already been focused on keeping heroes balanced and relevant, and over the past 6 months, we've already updated and buffed more than 20 old heroes. We are currently working on strengthening Elddr right now, and moving forward, we'll keep pushing ahead with the old hero improvement plan. And honestly, players' feedback is one of the biggest things we look at when we make those decisions. Right now, we are running the Pioneer Vote for Classic Hero Revamp event, and we'd love for you all to take part and tell us which heroes you would want to see improved the most. Every piece of feedback you provide helps us build a better game experience. And the next question is, we will introduce Soulstone Pity and Soulstone Shards. There is far too much luck-based variance with Soulstones. I know people who have gotten 10 unpolished Soulstone drops, and I know people who have gotten only 1 ever. The answer is, to make sure players have a good experience, we have already built in a pity system. It keeps the fun of randomness, but makes sure no one ends up with an extremely unlucky experience. And the next question is, A5 for free heroes in the future, or / more awakenings. So the event heroes, for example, heroes given away in events, shard summon heroes or fusion heroes, will gradually be added to the summon pools. About upcoming event hero additions, after the July 28 server update, more will be added to the Novation of Spirits and Divine Summoning, and Elisa will be added to the Ancient Summoning. Some event heroes obtained through special features, for example, Valka and Lady Alexandra will have their own exclusive acquisition methods maintained. And the next question is, are you planning to do collabs with big IPs? We already have plans for such collaborations, and there may be more than one. Please stay tuned and look forward to it.
Soulstone Pity, you said, is already existing now, or is gonna be soon? What does that mean exactly? Like every time you get a chest from clan boss, guild boss, whatever, you tick away a pity hit if you don't get one, or what does that really mean?
So the exact details are pretty complex and involve a lot of probability calculations. So it's not really something we can break down here. But the main point is it's there to avoid those extreme cases of bad luck and make sure everyone's experience feels fair. And of course, we'll keep listening to your feedbacks to make sure that players can have a good experience with it.
Are you saying this already exists in the game? This is already live in the game?
It's already live in the game.
Let's see.
Can I ask something? Number one, when was this added? Number two, why was this not talked about?
Yeah.
And number three, how does it work? Where do we find the information? How many days is it? You know, like these are all important things. But the fact that it hasn't been talked about.
Well, if this has been there the whole time and we think the current system is fair, I think that we've got an enormous problem.
Yeah, that's exactly.
I'm assuming since Abyss came in, I would guess.
I mean, like, one of my accounts haven't gotten a Soulstone in over 6 months.
Exactly.
Like,
yeah.
If that, you know.
Dude, Corey's had 10 unpolished Soulstones drop. 10.
I know someone who's gotten 16.
I think there's something in there to stop from getting too out of control. Not like
The
make sure you
opposite,
get
yeah.
one.
It'll be like one a year.
I've gotten one polished Soulstone in the past 16 months. 16
I
months.
haven't gotten a polished Soulstone in that time. I got
there you
one
go.
before.
Yeah, I haven't gotten
too.
one since they added it.
We're back. About this question, it's the Soulstone Pity have been added a while ago, and it's we are continuously working on that to make it better balanced. And what we can answer is it's working as intended, as what we designed it.
If this is working as intended, I think you should reevaluate your intention, because currently the system is fundamentally flawed. It's one thing to have a gacha game based on RNG and to have some level of variance player to player, but what we're discussing while you guys were talking, Destined says he knows someone who has had 16 drops. I've had 3 ever. I know someone who's had 1 ever, and all these people in question have been max farming all of the guild bosses since Unpolished Soulstones were introduced, since Abyss 1 was introduced, right? Something like that is unacceptable, especially in a game where you have chosen to gate key progression for a hero behind Awakenings. In other games, even some of the shadiest games in the genre, they do not do that. Key DPS jumps, abilities, crowd control effects, this, that, and the other are not gated behind duplicates. It is strictly stats. That is the norm in this business. You have gone against the norm, and then you've made it you've introduced an incredibly luck-based system, RNG-based system. So the one person who pulls 10 Soulstones can comfortably A5 all these limited heroes, which are not normally available, and then do whatever they want with all the extra. And then other people are constantly strapped. Combine that with the fact that you have introduced this excellent progressive system to banners, but not added that to limited heroes. You put people in a situation where the only recourse, because you know you're not going to get lucky on Soulstones or you cannot count on it, is to unload on those banners. And for every person that gets 4 Kagiris and 500 summons, you have a bunch of people with 1,000+ summons. It's okay when it happens to someone like me, a content creator, doing it for free, doing it for a business, but imagine the people spending thousands and thousands of dollars. People are quitting over this, and it's a fundamental flaw in the game.
Why didn't we get any for anniversary? Like, it's supposed to be, the rewards are really lacking for anniversary from something so important. Yeah, that's exactly
Yeah, I
it.
saw Fasty's
I
background a
know.
while
Oh yeah,
ago.
exactly. Fasty's like, where's our unpolished soulstone for our 2nd anniversary event? I don't think a reset book counts, but that's probably what they think. Yeah, I think I've only got 2 or 3 total free unpolished soulstones ever myself as well. So I'm in that
I've
boat of
gotten 3 unpolished
I
and
remember
4
if it was 2 or
polished,
3.
and all of the polished was over a year ago.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
got 6 polished, and 5 of them were in a 4-month span a year and a half ago.
So regarding this problem, we have already made some adjustments to narrowing the differences between the luckiest person and the most unlucky person in terms of soulstone dropping, and we'll are continuously looking at the data and continuously making adjustments to make the dropping experience of soulstones better with the time. That's what we can see. What we can see at this point.
If I can follow up with one thing, like a way you can make it less varied is to have more consistent guaranteed ways for people to earn it, such as people getting them for events. The reset book was nice, but when we saw 3 previous events leading up to the giant anniversary where people got an unpolished soulstone, and then we were teased with the idea of mysterious mail, we expected it to be something mysterious that was not yet announced. So people are wondering, are they going to get an unpolished soulstone before the anniversary is over? It's leaving a bad taste in a lot of players' mouths when you were willing to sell one directly for $100, but now this is the one event where you're not giving it to players. All that in the shadow of doing this limited selector where some people got a bunch of Kagiri or Wukong or Diao-Chan, and then some people blew thousands of dollars and didn't get a single copy. Someone pulled 230,000 diamonds worth of summons and didn't get a single Kagiri.
Yeah, I did a summon session for someone who had 6,000 pulls, and 3.4 thousand was I'm pretty sure 1 Kagiri.
Oh, jeez.
And then I pulled 3 in a
Yes.
row, so it was okay. But
Well,
that
'cause
was
Yeah.
shocking.
I don't think the rates are rigged per se. I mean, 20% is pretty low. So like
the rates are what they're advertised.
Yeah.
200 summons for a Lego.
Yeah.
well,
about 5 Legos on
expected
average,
value
or
advertised.
so.
Probabilities don't really work like that, but you kind of.
Yeah.
You would think.
That's what most people.
Dude,
will
I counted over
understand.
Morden, Diao-Chan, this most recent selector where I did Kagiri, and then the 2 Wukong banners.
I don't
I pulled
want him.
44 non-guaranteed legendaries, and I pulled 3 extra copies.
Well, first of all, we have scheduled plans for such valuable items in game, right? So basically, we have giving off soulstones last year, I think, during the Christmas, and so for the anniversary, we gave the reset books for heroes, and so basically we have certain plans for certain valuable items in game, so they are distributed into different important events. And so we'll also be making adjustments to make sure the players experience better throughout the different events. And for the problem you mentioned that about the limited selection banner, we are already looking into the drop rates, the data, and to if there are anything not working intended. As intended, we will be making adjustments to it.
Sure. The point is the fact you've created an environment where these limiteds are very rare and they have transformative awakenings gated behind getting duplicates or soulstones. No, I'm not even questioning the rates on the banner, but because the rates are so low to begin with and you haven't introduced another system and there's no consistent, reliable, non-luck way to get the soulstones, I think it's like a thing that's rotten to the core of the game, personally. And you say Christmas, but we had it as part of the Frostfall Jamboree. But then right before New Year's, you sent us another one in the mail. So that's Christmas and New Year's. And we got one in the mail for Till Kingdom Come. So that's 3 times, right? So the past 3 bigger events. I'm just saying, like, what players say, what viewers say, and certainly how I feel. It feels like this is like in the DNA of the game. And I think it needs to be addressed in some way that players don't feel taken advantage of. It's very hard to see one guildmate get just a surplus and then someone to just be, strike out 10 times in a row until they quit. And then you've lost a valuable player, a valuable customer.
Yeah, I don't think you're breaking the game by giving everybody 1 soulstone during the anniversary event. And I don't think you realize how impactful that is for player morale. Like, it really does People will quit over seeing that in the shop versus not getting one. I guarantee that's the final straw for some people, if that's how it ends. But little
If the
things make
anniversary ends
people
without a
just
free Soulstone, some people, not as like a threat,
100%.
but some people will be
It's
angry. And I
true.
just think, yeah, what
It's all it takes is that little final straw to piss someone off to where that's their final moment to say bye, and it's a little thing can go a long way. That's not gonna break the game.
That's something we'll be thinking about.
I just had a lot of people that are really mad about him selling it more than
Yeah.
not getting one. When they
But
saw
I
it come up in the shop, they're like,
I
"Oh
think
my
it's
god!"
more a combo of things than one
It's
specific
both.
thing.
Yeah.
for sure. But I mean,
Yeah.
nothing with. I think it especially hurts that like this is what we all think of the big event, and this is the one where we don't get it for free, and where they finally
Yeah.
do sell it.
Nope.
I think that was like a dagger.
I mean, that's what happened last year
Yeah.
too. It's like-
Guys, we're back. So we have received all your opinions, all your feedbacks, and we'll be thinking about how to improve this particular experience. And just you guys will see in the future.
Yeah.
We'll make some adjustments. Okay.
So transparency has always been a little bit of an issue. Why was there no notice about there being a Soulstone Pity added, or why was this never communicated? And why is there nothing in game that shows how the Soulstone Pity works and that it's even in the game? If it is
yeah.
already.
So basically, if you look around in the gacha industry, so for a lot of the games, it's generally a pity system. When a pity system is introduced in the game, I think most of the games doesn't put it into the notes. So it's not something the game developers like to talk a lot about.
While I understand what you're saying, I would make a very strong suggestion to to maybe try to do that in the future. Just hey, we added this. Here's how it works. And then you never have to talk about it again until you change it. That would go a long way because people have been asking for Soulstone Pity for many, many months. And the fact that it is apparently in the game already and people are still asking for it because there's been no information out that it's even there. I think it would go a long way that this is shown somewhere. No matter what other gacha games do or anything, this is the right way to do it. Is to
The reason we like this game is because it's not like other gacha games. That's why we're
That's
also
correct.
here.
That's right.
It's not your average RPG.
It's not your average RPG.
That's your average RPG. Destined.
Just a moment.
Damn, I could really go for some Watcher of Realms right now. You can download it on your nearest App Store or Google Play Store,
Yeah.
or on your computer.
About this Soulstone Pity system, so we have discussed that at a certain point, that which is suitable, we will be discussing some of the core mechanics of the Pity system, but not every detail, not everything in detail, of course. And we'll also be considering adding another long-term pity system, which may sort of like you guarantee you will have certain soulstone drops in a long time period.
Yeah.
Like for example, it's just an example, right? It maybe one soulstone for certain when you are playing this game for a year, something like that.
Okay,
I
yeah,
think
that,
that's
that,
all
that
good.
would go a long way for sure.
Yeah, it would.
And
Yep.
the only request on top of that is when it's added, please just announce it somehow and then announce the amount of days, and that's all you have to do.
Yeah. There will be some announcement along with it. Okay, guys, finally, we'd like to take a moment to highlight something important. Many of the optimizations and adjustments you've seen in the game have come directly from your valuable suggestions across various platforms. We have always placed a high priority on every single piece of feedback shared by players as well as the content creators in the community and through official channels. Our dev team regularly compiles and analyzes player feedback, and we consider your ideas carefully during development, making adjustments where they make sense for the game. We truly believe that only by maintaining those communication with players can we create a better game experience together. The fact that we are able to show you so many optimizations today is thanks to the active participation of every single one of you. We sincerely appreciate all of your honest feedbacks and long-term support. It's your passion and wisdom that drives us to keep improving and to make the game better and better. As we mentioned earlier, our old hero reward plans will be based heavily on your feedback. And that's why we are currently running the Pioneer Vote for Classic Hero Revamp event. We'd love for all the players to participate and share your thoughts with us. If you have any other questions, other suggestions about the game, you are always welcome to reach out to us through the in-game customer support, the submit suggestion channel on our official Discord or other community channels. Our design team will continue to regularly compile and analyze all the feedbacks from every channel, and we'll keep optimizing the game based on what we learn from you. Your voice is always one of the most important drivers of the improvement of this game. Thank you very much, and looking forward. Thanks all for today's dev interview. We really appreciate everyone joining us. And once again, we want to sincerely thank every creator and every player for our support and companionship. We hope that in the coming year, we can work together to make the game even better, explore more new content together, and create even more joyful moments. Thank you all. We look forward to welcoming the next year with you. Thanks.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, thank
Thank you
you.
very much.
Thank you.